segregation, and it's alive and well, and I agree with it.
You're right. And
All right.
that's kind of what we're gonna get into in a
Oh,
little bit.
on the slide,
Yeah, yeah. In a different way, because I like how you put that because
but
that's what.
segregation on class and money.
Yeah,
I'm not talking about race on class. For
you're right.
example,
Correct. Go ahead. Go ahead. Finish your point.
I was saying sometimes you just don't you be in the wrong damn place. This is America,
Yeah.
but some places you just don't belong to be.
Depending
Uh,
on your class, like you say, or where
yes.
you are in your life.
So if I dress like this, walk up
Uh-huh.
into the Lamborghini store,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You
pot
fine.
belly, no, brother, they gonna throw my ass up out of
Okay.
there quick.
Okay, yeah, probably. They're
Cause
gonna look
why?
at you like you don't belong. Cause you
Black
well, number
guy.
one, because you're black. Yeah.
No, no, no. Black plus obese. He ain't
Yeah,
no
yeah.
athlete. He don't got no money.
Or you could be finessed 2 times or something. They be like, well, he could be a rapper. So maybe maybe he's in there. No
I don't
tattoos.
got no slave chains around my neck
Well, there you
with a
go. That too.
French or a German man name on it.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you're right. But like I say, where can you shop and spend your money and have peace? So, like you say, it's a class system, kinda. So you think if you go to Chick-fil-A, you're gonna run into an altercation or anything like that? Or is it
Only on
pretty?
two notch. Only on two notch. If it's two notch at DC,
Yeah.
those are only Chick-fil-A's that you're running with some or get a shootout. Yeah.
But you know what? Why is Columbia like that? Why is Two Notch Road so rough? That's the capital of South Carolina. It
No,
should be.
no, 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 no. No, Columbia does exist. It's called USC and Utter. So
What you mean? So the USC campus and everything else outside of that? Is that what you're trying to say?
which I mean, USC is building this, buying that,
Yeah, yeah.
building this. Ain't nothing else popping in Columbia besides
No,
that. Unless you
you're
want to
right.
go fishing down the river. you know?
And
Yeah.
something else that's on Two Notch is Church's Chicken. Have you been by that Church's Chicken? Like right when you go past that church, with the one we was
I
talking about?
did the story, Brandon. Captain D still had no fish.
Uh,
Church's chicken didn't have no damn chicken. And this
and it
is
was open still.
yes. And this was between 15 minutes of each other.
Oh wow, that's crazy. So what do they try to offer you? Because they ain't got no hamburgers.
I think they got the processed chicken, the strips.
Chicken nuggets is the strip.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay, okay. But
And no
what about
cash. And they had no cash.
yeah, what or I don't
And I
understand
seen
why
them prices.
were they too
$15
high?
for a two-piece. I tell my mom, I said, we eating leftovers today. We got one more
Right,
day
because
to
it
survive.
just don't make no sense to spend that much money for the chicken. And if you went in, what if they didn't have a drive-through? So now you standing inside Church's Chicken with is it out upstanding people in Church's Chicken? What kind of people in Church's Chicken?
Brad, I didn't have my concealed carry. I ain't going over no church's chicken trying to order no chicken.
Why
right
not?
there.
Why not? It's just like going to Chick-fil-A or going into Starbucks, right? You ain't got to bring no gun in to go to Starbucks.
It does not pass the parking lot test. The parking lot is full of grease, oars, and stains.
Right.
It
Potholes,
does
all kind of stuff.
potholes. It does not,
Right.
and it don't even snow down there. They got potholes. it
But
don't
I
pass
just
the test.
yeah, and I think people just need to understand that's something we'd like to hammer home. Look at your surroundings. Pay attention to stuff like that. If you think your life is valuable, don't put yourself in situations like that for some processed chicken, some steroid injected chicken.
Now hold on, Brandon. Tell me this:
Go ahead.
would the wife of a surgeon go into Dollar General? The wife of a
Probably
surgeon.
not. Probably not. No.
Okay,
No,
tell
she's
me this:
not.
would the wife of a surgeon go to Ross?
She would. She probably would. It depends
Man,
on
this
what
man
Ross.
makes $600,000 a year, Brandon.
They do try to have some nice Rosses in that they're close to Home Goods. So people like to go to Home Goods. Sometimes people like, you know what? Let me stumble into Ross because it's right next door. Let me see what they got going on in there. Because if you look from the outside, let me ask you this, because I'll go in there with my wife sometime. Ross looks like a nice store on the outside, but
It
when
does
you get
not.
in,
It look like a shopping center. Who the want to go to a shopping center?
well, sometimes when you out, maybe you want to get some home decor. But when I go inside, I can tell if I go inside, I can see all the way straight to the back because they got them cheap hanging clothes things in there, and a security guard in there. I know it's
There you
not a
go.
good,
Bingo, Jack. Time you go in there, security guard.
yeah, at the
And
door.
is well known. I don't even go to Ross, but I know they got
The
what's
security.
it no inventory reduction
There
department.
you go.
And it's a sign right there every time you get in there. We do surveillance.
Right, correct.
So we
And
try to
why is
get
that?
the Latinos. We trying to get the blacks.
Right.
And we try to get the
The meth.
doctor's wife who come in
What?
there for a fetish. She get a busting a nut stealing. You know?
Okay. Okay. So just name three of these places that you would not go to. Well, this say I wasn't gonna say would not go to,
I
but
won't go never go to American Deli. That's about the only one on here.
but you have in the past.
No,
Is
I
that
ain't never went in my life.
oh,
I
you
know what
never
it
did?
is.
Okay, okay, okay.
You heard you so the Friday after next, the guy was cooking those donuts. It's that type of shop, flies on the
You're right.
wall and everything. I
You're
don't want
right.
none
You're
of that.
right. I think out of all the places, that may be the most dangerous place. They had a couple in Atlanta that we went to, and there's a couple in Charlotte that we went to. Very dangerous. Usually outside of Walmart by DTLR, you just that kind of store attracts the wrong kind of people. Let me go to the next slide. These are some hotels. What's a hotel that you feel comfortable staying in on here?
It's,
Yeah, where
stay.
where you won't stay. Yeah, yeah.
I
You
ain't staying in no damn red roof. Up there,
can,
every time you get
right.
out of the car, you get solicited for prostitution.
Right. But
I
it's
ain't
been a
going there.
time, but listen, it's been a time in our lives when we were younger where we wouldn't have a problem staying at Red Roof. And we stayed there. You get the experience. You be like, okay, I don't know about this. Is the $89 compared to paying 150 worth me maybe losing my life or having bed bugs or whatever other issues some of these places have? It's
Well,
not worth.
well, I think right now, but if you go to a hotel and not a motel, most red roofs
That's
are motels.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
They kind of stepped it up.
Yeah.
They kind of stepped it up. So most of these places are owned by like the same people, but they kind of stepped it up.
Ah, so boring. It's so boring. I wish I had a coloring book that speaks. What is this? Oh my gosh! Coloring book of black icons. Viola Davis. Ooh, this is cool. Haley is a super talented basketball coach and former player. Okay, we got some good people. Wow, it's Michael Jackson! Does this look like Michael Jackson? Order your coloring book of black icons today.
Introducing the Coloring Book of Black Icons, a vivid coloring book celebrating famous African American figures, from Simone Biles to Michael Jackson. Ignite your child's imagination from learning about inspiring leaders in history. Each page is a journey through courage, creativity, and change. Let's color the story that shaped the world.